All right, test, test. Can anybody hear me? Please let me know. This is the jankiest streaming setup that you've ever seen. I'll take a picture of it and post it when I'm done. But hi, everybody. How are you all doing? I don't know what the hell time it is. My computer says 6:45, but I think it's 8:45 here. Yeah, 8:45 here. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Looks like we got a few people in chat already. Hopefully the audio is good. Yeah, let's test the Woovebox here. Sounds good on my end. Should just be a kick drum right now. My audio is kind of like echoed. I don't know why. Oh well, gonna roll with it. All right, so yeah, this is the Woovebox. I figured I'd just kind of walk you through the basic operation since I'm guessing a lot of you are going to be watching this after the fact. Ask any questions you may have in chat, and with that, I'm not really going to wait. Just going to get right into it. No video of the Woovebox, just an image. Hang on, what? What is going on here? Uh-oh. Hang on one second. OBS is tripping here. Give me a sec. I'm going to delete this scene or delete this source here in OBS and give y'all a new one on the fly. This stream might just straight up die too, since we're on like absolutely awful hotel Wi-Fi. Hang on one second. All right, OBS shows nothing, so I'm going to pop out of OBS and...
Okay, hey, I think we have an image now, but it's probably upside down. So let me flip this here. This is why you all subscribe. That's the wrong flip. There we go. All right. We good now? My voice is echoing now. Oh, I know. Hang on.
There we go. All right, we're good now. My sister-in-law is laying in her bed just laughing her ass off right now at me. I think we're good. Okay. Oh boy. All right. I don't think it's echoing anymore. I think I fixed it. I think you're just a little behind. Okay, so this is the Woovebox. I'm glad we got that all out of the way. I figured I would just show you the basic workflow of it because there seems to be a lot of people who are just kind of looking at this thing and just automatically writing it off as impossible to use. And I promise you it couldn't be further from that. It's actually very simple. So we boot into song mode. I'm on song 11 right now on the global page for that song. Hey, Tristan's in here too. I just watched some of your M8 videos last night, actually. Let's switch to a track. So we'll switch to the kick track. So to do that, we hold down the value knob and then select one of our 16 different tracks. Pattern 11, sorry, of the kick track in the sequencer. That's just because I was messing around here earlier. So I hold play, press 1 to go to pattern 1, kick track, sequencer. It's pretty easy. There we go. Now on the sequencer page, I can go ahead and audition my sound. I can hold right here and sequence it however I'd like. Any notes that are flashing means I can edit the parameters in a batch. So pitch, click through, velocity, length, micro timing, and then the conditional triggers, just like that. Super easy. Or I can long press on one and then just edit those parameters like that. Oh, we have a cutout apparently. No, OBS is good for me. We still working? Everybody good? Okay, we're good now. All right. So yeah, we sequence the kick track like that. Now the sequencer is just a page on a track. So like I said, we're on the kick track. If I use the knob, I'm now on the pattern page. And all of these buttons are my options for that page. So if I hold the first button, that's the beat division. And if you long press, it gives you the full explanation. So that's how fast the beat moves. So if I set it to 2 and go to the sequencer, now these are all basically half notes. So I'll set it back, show you the sequencer again. There we go, just like that. Can you show how to do a simple step sequence of several notes? I will when I walk through the pages here. Someone wanted to see the I/O. It's pretty simple. Type C for charging. Sorry, the lighting is awful. This is MIDI out over 3.5 millimeter, 3.5 millimeter line in, 3.5 millimeter line out. That's it. Then there's Bluetooth for MIDI in and MIDI out. By the way, at any point, no matter what page you're on, you can click in the value knob to instantly return to the sequencer, and it remembers where you were. So really fast. Turn it again. We'll keep going through the pattern page. So option 1 was beat division. Option 2 is pattern length. You can go from 1 to 16 steps. Pattern chaining options, mute conditions, which I don't fully understand. I haven't really played with them, but it's really, really cool. And then if you want this track to follow the chord track, which I don't really do that for pitch tracks, but maybe I should. That could be cool. Yeah, then we just scroll to the second page here. Sorry, I'm awkwardly holding it because my mic is in the way. This is not an ideal setup. So the global page has to do with global stuff for the track you're on. So in this case, our kick track, master volume. Hold that down. Use the knob to adjust. Transpose. The synthesizer algorithm. So right now this is a synthesized drum using the FM algorithm. Follow chord for the entire track, not just for the pattern. Whole bunch of stuff that I've forgotten. Sound categories. And behavior, how you want it to behave, which that's a whole nother can of worms that we won't get into today. MIDI for the track, it's where you can change the channels and stuff or turn it off. Here we have swing for the track, bit crush, saturation, distortion, reverb, chorus. Which might not work because I don't think I have a proper stereo signal because I'm streaming on a janky setup. Yeah, sorry. And then 2 different delay sends. Yeah, so that's a global page. Then you keep going. Options for oscillator 1, they're all just right here, easily changeable. So wave, level, detune, chorus, detune fine, envelope depth, and then LFO stuff for pitch and panning and all that. You can select your slice down there if it's a sample. Yeah, super easy. Yes, Mags, you can change the length. It's very, very cool. You can do it per track as well. How long have I had to get used to it? I've had this since May, but I've been busy as hell, so not as much time as I've wanted. Then we have the same options here for oscillator 2, and then the amplitude section, which is going to be your 2 different envelopes and all the features around those. Same thing for filter, your type, cutoff, resonance, and then stuff for modulating that. Like your envelope for the filter, LFO. Yeah. It's pretty self-explanatory stuff. It's just how it's laid out that's a little different. But once you get the hang of it, it is so fast. Pitch settings here. So your pitch LFO, portamento, legato. Yeah. it's all here. Auto pitch panning or pitch warbling stuff. Pan. Pretty self-explanatory. You've got auto mode and an LFO as well. Dynamics, this is where you can tell it if you want it to receive a sidechain effect from a bus or to fake it. And then down here you can tell it to send to one of the 4 different buses for sidechaining. The source for that, volume, yeah, compression on this as well. Yeah, it's all just right here. And then finally the patch page where you can long press to access a new patch, and you can also save Oh, that is huge. Yeah. Yeah, it's all right here. And then at any time, you can access your context menu if there is one for the page you're on by holding right and then clicking in the value knob. So that's where we initialize, copy, paste patches, and whatnot. On the sequencer page, that's also where we copy patterns, initialize patterns, and randomize patterns. So let's go randomize something. So I'm going to jump to the the bass track, sorry, by holding value, pressing bass, pattern 1, bass track. I'll pick a random patch. Sure. Go to the sequencer again. You'll notice these are all the same pitch. Each row is the same pitch, and that's because we have follow chord on. So it's looking for whatever chord from the chord track is selected to play through. Now I'm moving through this like super fast. I promise it makes sense. It's very, very fast. So on the global setting for the bass track, I'm going to turn follow chord to, we'll go closer 3. These are all settings on how the bass will follow the chord track. So back to the sequencer by clicking in the value knob, hold right, gonna randomize pattern. There we go. So now we have a bass pattern. Let's click play. There we go. Okay. Now that'll change if we go to our chord track and sequence something in there. So let's go to the chord track. And for the sake of speeding things up, well, actually, no, I'll show you how it works. It's really cool. So you have 2 different banks, so to speak, of chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'll notice these are minor, these are major. Now I can sequence, like let's say the C minor, I'll select it, I'll put it right there, okay, on step 1. Let's say then I want a major chord. I'll go here and get, I don't know, D major, sure. We'll put that down there on the downbeat of the second beat. But what if I don't want just a major or minor chord? Well, that's why we get 2 different banks. These buttons change the chords in this bank here. So this one changes this bank. There's a suspended second, suspended fourth, augmented, diminished. You can keep going through, and you can pick and choose. So I'll pick E diminished, put that right there. You can pick and choose, and these still stay what they originally were. So this is still C minor. That's still D major. Does that make sense? Very cool. So let's go back to that D major. There we go. So I'm going to solo the chord track simply by holding value knob and selecting the chord track. If you're already on a track, selecting it again solos it. Let's say I want to change that first C chord there. Not quite happy with it, so I long press. We'll keep it a C, but let's change it from a minor to a suspended second. That could be interesting with that D major coming in. There we go. Now let's unmute it and play it with our pattern and hear the bass change too. Yeah, that may have been a bad bass patch to use to demo that. Let's just solo it. Hear how that changes? Actually, on the bass track here, let's go and transpose it up. Just, whoops. Sometimes my value knob can be kind of jumpy, and I believe that's because I have a very early pre-production unit. Like super early. I think I had like, I got one when he had like less than 5 made. Let's have a listen now. Okay, we'll go down an octave. There we go. We can go to like our filter page here. Change our filter. I'm not very good at sound design, so we all know that. Let's hear it with our pattern. So, see, it's really not that complicated. There's a lot of people making a huge fuss about how difficult this thing looks to use, and it's really not. It's so fast. I like to use the randomize feature to get started and then dial it in. Let's give ourselves a little, like, arp. So there's actually not really an arpeggiator in here. You kind of make your own, which is actually super easy with things like randomize pattern. So I went to the sequencer, randomize the pattern. I don't like that. Try it again. There we go. Let's go one more. Just see what we get. Okay, I'm just going to take these first two notes here as an example. So we got that E and then an A. Okay, so I'm going to go to the global track here and set it to follow the chord. I forgot what TRS stands for, but we'll go there. It's just transpose, I think. However, we'll go back onto the pattern page, and we're actually going to set the pattern length to 3 steps long, okay, for this arp track. So now we're going to get 2 16th notes, and then 1 off, and then 2 again. It's going to play. So let's have a listen. See how it follows the chord track? Can't get over how fat that kick drum is. It's nice. I've just been ignoring the comments because I've been playing with the Woovebox, sorry. Mags has number 36. Nice. I saw someone else said they had like 54 or something like that. I'm excited for everybody to get their hands on this. Oh, shoot. I just clicked out of chat monitoring. This is the first time I've ever used this laptop for this, so. There we go. We still good? Hopefully. I'm waiting for someone to confirm we're still okay here. I think we're good. Catfish, yes, I am going to Knobcon, so I'm in the hotel right now with a Woovebox with a ridiculous setup of gear. The E4 is actually running my microphone. The Woovebox is going into the E4 so I can have my microphone with my Audient E4 audio interface because it only has stereo input. So, yeah. And my wife's sister is laying on the bed watching me in horror as she realizes what she signed up for by coming along on this trip. We drove 12 hours yesterday and 11 today. And tomorrow we only have a measly 10. So this is nice to just sit down. Okay, so we have our little pattern here. And by the way, you can totally like go into the chord track and into the global page and mute it if you want to have the instruments follow the chord but not actually hear the chord. See, no chord at all. Too much. There we go. Also, if anyone watched my Sunday Sessions jam on Sunday, obviously, the Woovebox was saving when I would click off, and it would kind of stop the audio when I would click the play button. So at the end of a track, it would kind of freeze. Evo, the creator, already released a firmware update, and I was able to snag that right before we left on our vacation. So, yeah, it no longer does that, which that's another thing. This is made by just one guy, and he's been incredibly responsive with emailing me and fixing bugs and adding features. I've asked for a couple fixes and gotten them like instantly the next morning, so just so cool. Yeah, the E4 as a tiny mixer is a definite alternate use. Plus, I can do cool stuff like this. Yeah, none of that, though. Okay, let's play with probability now. We'll go back to that little ARP that we came up with. Remember, we're just using the first 3 steps of this pattern. You can see it cycling through there. Cool. If you can either select a single note to adjust per step parameters, or you can hold it down. And then if you hold right, you can select any other steps that you want. So I'm going to do that right here to adjust the... Whoops, I went too far. Looking for the when parameter. There we go. These are all of our when conditions. So these tell it when to trigger. So I'm going to set it to PR75, which stands for a probability of 75%. So now these 2 steps only have a 75% chance to trigger. It's going to really randomize this. Let's have some fun and maybe play with our algorithm. And I'm not a sound design person. Yeah, I'm bad at this. So, as you can see, it's super, super easy to get something going. I hate that hi-hat. Not gonna lie. Can't stand that hi-hat, the default one. There we go. A bit crush on the hi-hat. There we go, solid. If I go to live mode, now I can mute tracks. I don't think I have the lead track set to transpose properly, so live mode might not work perfectly there. So the live play mode is actually pretty cool. I haven't really been using it that much, but I know you can set up different scenes, which are different collections of patterns, kind of like Novation does it. And you can also schedule them to trigger as well, which is cool. No, I usually just use like the main sequencer and then song mode, because song mode on this thing is insane. The way fragments work and are handled on here is like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I don't know if I have time to show you all. Actually, I know one way I can show off song mode. And then I play the completely wrong song. Nope. Let's pick have a song on here somewhere. There we go. Sounds like I might need to lower the volume a little bit. Here you go. So this is all fit into song mode using not even like 20% of the patterns that are available. And it's not mixed well or anything. I haven't played with any of the song mode settings, which, by the way, you do have things like, so you got BPM, root, and scale, noise floor, noise ceiling, compression threshold, ratio, attack and release, and then sync on and off. Yeah. And type. All for master song mode. And then you also have master effects for your song. So this is where you'll find the delay settings, length, feedback. I fit all of this into just one pattern. So enjoy. This is Ghost in the Galaxy on the Woovebox. Oh yeah, there's a nasty ring on the snare drum because I'm bad at sound design. Sorry. Okay, apparently we disconnected. My bad. Are we back yet? It said OBS had to stop and then come back. Okay, we're back. Okay, so this is actually cool. I'm guessing we made it like at least a little bit into Ghost in the Galaxy there. So this is where we can explore the fragments. So these are collections of different patterns from different tracks, right? You can have individual fragment lengths. So this one's 4 bars, this is 4, this one's 8, 4. Get the idea. Fragments respect individual pattern chains within the track itself. So this snare drum track that I have here, if I hold it down, I can see it's set to pattern 15. Now, if we go to pattern, or to snare drum, and go to pattern 15, we can see that it actually chains itself 3 times. There's nothing in it. It chains this pattern 3 times, then goes to pattern 16, which is where we get that fill, that. So if we go back to song mode, there we go. We can see it's going to play pattern 15, which again is nothing chained 3 times into pattern 16, which is that snare drum fill. Second time through it. Third time through it, pattern 16. There we go. That's completely independent from the pattern that the bass, or the bass track is playing, which is pattern 1, which is just, you guessed it, it's that repeating line over and over and over. So with that, you can combine different patterns, different lengths, and everything to make incredibly long songs for a piece of gear like this. Basically, no pattern on any instrument track is worth it, or wasted, sorry, is worth it. What? They're all worth it. Nothing is wasted. There's no wasted space, which is just crazy. It's so flexible. It's genius that he was able to think up this kind of workflow. It's close to what the circuits do, but so far past it, so much better. So I can scroll through different fragments and just start in different places. So let's start at fragment 6. Fragment 5. Again, I apologize for that snare drum. I should have fixed it. I'm just bad at sound design. Okay, I'm sorry for this obnoxiousness. I just wanted to hear how you can get like a fill in like that whole drum fill. Okay, you get the idea. Yeah, that whole drum fill, for instance, this actually is a really good way of showing how this works. Which fill is that? I think it's 13. Nope. I can't remember. Sorry. Here we go. So how that works is that whole drum fill is spread just on, I believe, patterns or tracks 13 and the snare drum track, just using 16 patterns from those two tracks. So all the other tracks that still have patterns available are available for unique sequenced measures of music. It's very, very powerful, and I am terrible at showing it off, especially in a live setting like this. I just wanted to stream, wanted to set up in a hotel, see if I could pull it off, and I'm kind of happy that I sort of did. But yeah, Sarah, is Sarah still in here? Kind of want to show just completely sequencing something from scratch, like walk through the very, very basics. I believe it was Sarah asking for it. You have like 30 seconds to respond. Gonna go back to song mode. I'm already in song mode. No, stop that. Gonna try to pick an empty song slot. Here we go. Song 6. We'll initialize this right here. Anyone else have any questions? There's so much more to this thing, clearly. However, I'm very, very tired. And, yeah. I don't know if Sarah's in here, everybody. Alan, you're shipped on Monday. Nice. Can't believe how fast he's shipping them out. As far as I know, he is just a one-man operation, and I think he said he had some family members helping him in case things got crazy and like they sold out, which it looks like they did, so that's super cool. Definitely a device. I know he's got some plans for the future too. Oh, the sampler workflow. I honestly haven't used it too much. I have not used too much of the sampler. How does this compare to the POs? This isn't even in the same league like as the POs. This is almost beyond the OPZ in terms of just sheer functionality. The physical sound quality itself might not be up to the OPZ tier. I'm not super well versed in that kind of stuff and language, but no, this blows all of the POs completely out of the water, except for the fact it doesn't have an onboard speaker and it doesn't have an internal microphone. The PO30, I don't know, the PO33 is just awesome. It'll always be awesome unless they raise the price again. I don't know. PO33 is still great at $99, definitely. Shades, yeah, everything is saved as you go. Also, the power button is not a button, it's a switch. So I don't know if the camera will focus, but it's a switch. So you can kind of hit it hard, nothing's happening. But yes, everything is saved as you go. Whenever you press the play button in the sequencer, I believe it saves, and it also periodically saves. You can also turn off autosave. That's a boot mode that it has too. Thanks for watching, Brandon. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Mandrake, I put together a little demo song, kind of, not really, just showed off how it worked and played a little one of my original songs that sounds like I didn't spend any time on here. The Woovebox is priced at $249 US, so a little more than 2 pocket operators, but it's more powerful than all of them combined. And, hang on, comes with this nifty case here, and it comes with a splitter for sync too, I believe it is. But yeah, very cool. Fits in here just perfect. It's been rattling around in my bag all day. Not really. I've got too much gear with me. Nothing's been rattling. I'm not sure what else it comes with. I know you get a sticker. Can't exactly remember. I kind of got all the bits and pieces of my delivery in bits and pieces, actually, because he sent them. He only had like the Woof. I only got the Woovebox itself when he first had it. I only got the case like a week ago. just because production for him's been so tight. All of the pocket operators combined are $1,470. Oh, that's the price of an Akai Force, or a laptop in Ableton, or a Push 3 and a laptop. Oh boy, that's, yeah, wow. Okay, well, don't buy every single pocket operator. Get a PO33. I don't know. I did a video on which ones are worth it. The 32, the 33, and the 35 are all still awesome. 35, super underrated. Nothing out there does what it does at that price point. Super cool. Well, Sarah's not here, but anyway, I'm going to put together, I'm going to sequence, I'm going to show you just how fast you can actually get something going, okay? 128 is cool too, that's right. Okay, so I'm going to step away from the microphone maybe, or bring it into the shot a little, so you can hear me go. Here we go. Is this okay if I work like this? We'll see. Okay, so let's start with the kick track. Let's just sequence something like that. Okay, gonna lower the tempo actually. Oh man, I clicked the wrong thing. I got nervous. I'm tired, like I said. Kick. There we go. Song. Global. There we go. And if my value knob jumps, I do believe that's because I'm on a very early pre-production unit. So I do apologize for that. Makes it a little difficult to work with. Jeez. Just trying to get to a lower tempo. There we go. We'll go 87. Okay. Kick track. Here we go. So we've got this sequenced right here like that. Okay. There we go. Let's randomize a bass pattern. Gonna scroll to the patches for the bass. That's pretty cool. There we go. Got the chord track follow on there. We're going to go to the global page of the chord track here. Turn it down. A little bit of swing in the snare. Randomize it. I'm just playing around now. I'm going to drop the there we go. Drop the bass. Randomize the lead. A little bit of swing. Gonna select every single step in the lead pattern. Set probability to 50%. Pick a different patch for the lead. There we go. Just going with something random. Yeah. This is actually kind of sick. I like it. Let's ruin it with some like 80s toms. That's awful. I love it. Let's go ahead and hold down one of these steps. I'm going to select all of them on these tom fills. I'm going to tell it play the first time through. I'm going to tell it to slide up. I did that wrong. I'm still learning too. Yeah, I did something wrong. Oh well. Yeah. There we go. That was pretty cool. I'm going to save that little track, I think. Mandrake, thank you very much. You didn't have to do that. Glad you liked the track. Yeah, definitely heavy Quake vibes in that one, huh? Oh, man. I had to leave Starfield behind to come on this trip. Just thinking about that. It's been an interesting experience. I hope you're all enjoying this. Yeah, thank you very much, Mandrake. That was very kind of you. Appreciate it. Yeah, this thing is really, really cool. In terms of sampler workflow, I honestly don't feel comfortable enough with it yet to demonstrate it. I'll probably have to do a standalone video. I haven't really used it. I'm not much of a sample guy, really. I mean, that's not true. I mean, I love the Polyon tracker, and that's like 100% sample based, and the sample track, and that's also 100% sample based. But I don't do like a lot of sample chopping and stuff like that anymore. But it does work pretty well. Let's see here. Here's like a kit I have sampled. So I can scroll to my different kits, or I hit play. Yeah. Oh, here you go.
Hello, Sadiq Cat.
That was when I was teasing this in the Discord, and I had this sample on there.
Hello, Sadiq Cat.
Let's see. To access a sample, I think you go to like an auxiliary track. So we'll go to this one here. And then I believe, actually, hang on. Then you go to, I believe, under global. Yeah, you change behavior to either sample or sample kit. By the way, this has okay, I can show that off. I'll show that off next. Sample kit there. And then you go all the way to patch. And then you initialize patch. Then it says initialize sample kit. And then if you go to, there's a lot of steps to this, I have to admit, for the sample thing. Oh, then you go to user 1. Yeah, there's my kit. And I've got a whole bunch of other effects on this right now. But there's my samples, yeah. So that's cool. It takes a second, I do have to admit, but for everything in here, I think it's kind of worth it. And once you get your own presets and stuff saved, it's going to be a whole hell of a lot faster. I haven't even messed with any of that. So don't get totally turned off from the sample workflow right there. That's like it at its slowest, and I still got to my kit in like, I don't know, 30 seconds. And you sample directly in with the line in, or you can move them in via Woof Connect as well. I'll be done in just a few minutes. I was talking to my sister-in-law. Let me show you multi-instrument because I don't know if this has been showed off yet. Let's see here. I want to save this pattern. I'm just going to go to pattern 13 on track A6. Yeah, that's fine. So, actually, that's right. Okay, so under global, under behavior, you can go to multi-instrument. Oh no, we're getting lag. OBS, what do you got? OBS says it's working. Although Sadiq Cat normally doesn't steer me wrong. Oh, I'm back. Okay. Hey, Make Mistakes is here. See you tomorrow. No, see you day after tomorrow. That's so weird to say. Man, I'm going to see some of you after tomorrow. Is Terry in here? I'm going to see Terry tomorrow. That's crazy. We good? Stream says I might be buffering. No one's complaining yet, though, so I'm just going to keep going. YouTube just said now would be a good time to insert ads because people are watching. I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. I hate watching a live and then ads pop up. Like, I get it after the fact, but when you're actually in the live, no way. Mindless Turtle says, wait, you people are real? Oh, are you a hater? Do we finally have a Woovebox hater in here? I was wondering if anyone would show up. Let me show you all multi-instrument real quick here. Terry is here. Sweet. Yeah, see you tomorrow, Terry. Crazy. Real beat. So I set to multi-instrument, and now if I go to the sequencer, and let's say I want a kick drum right here, well now I can select what track this individual note comes from, which is crazy. So we can go like, there we go, we'll just put kicks right there. Let's say I want some hi-hats. I always forget how to do the multi-step select. There we go. I definitely messed something up in song mode. Oh well, that's fine. You get the idea. You can have multiple tracks. Oh, not a hater. You love this channel. Awesome. Okay, I messed that up. It's because I have a whole bunch of settings in the songs themselves, and I keep trying to demonstrate. So hang on. Let me see if we can go to maybe a different song. Oh, I like that one. No, damn it, I like that one too. Oh, sneak peek. Song 12. Okay. Initialize song. Okay, here we go. We'll just go to like the kick track. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and set this to multi-instrument. There we go. Back to the sequencer. Sequence the kick, just like that. Actually, we'll just keep it there. Now, those are hi-hats. This is all one track. Right? Which is cool. So now we have even more space to work with. If you think about condensing stuff. Yeah. All one track. Just like that. Crazy. And the cool thing is you can still do like the conditional stuff, which is really neat. So let's get those Phil Collins toms. Whoops, I don't want to do that. I want to do this, and then there we go. Yeah. There we go. And you can still pitch these individually too. There we go. Super neat. Did I bump my cable? I'm not sure. Oh, are we having sound issues? There we go. That sounds better to me. I realized I was hearing it in my mic or my headphones. So I'll select those tom steps and just adjust the probability on those. 50%, sure. Now this is all one track, one pattern on one track. We still have 15 more patterns on this track and then 16 more patterns on all the other 15 tracks. And as you can hear, since the tracks are monophonic except the chord track, which most of this stuff doesn't apply to, the chord track is its own beast, as we covered earlier in the video. God, what was I? I'm so tired. They cut each other. They're monophonic essentially. So if you want that really kind of like almost gated sound, yeah, they cut themselves off. Yeah. Now just like that, we could come in here and go to our bass track. I really don't know how to touch the microphone. Or how to move my hand around the microphone, I mean. Just go in 16th notes here. That's awfully low, isn't it? Sequence these up. There we go. Cool. A little bit of distortion. Okay, take the swing off. Don't need any swing there. Let's go ahead and go to dynamics really quick. And fake sidechain, we'll give it a lot. Chords here, just gonna go da 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 da. This one, it's gonna be C. This one, B, A, G. Gonna go to the master page of the chord track and just turn off the volume on it. There we go. That's only using the bass track and then one auxiliary track, or kick track, I think we put it on. Yeah. And we could even go into the bass track here. Let's go to pattern and set the pattern length to 13. How about that? Although that's not going to matter, I'm just realizing, because it's all 16th notes anyway. So let's take some of these out. Here we go. Now it'll be shifting. Yep. Yeah, sorry. We're not really getting stereo effects today because I'm in a hotel and I don't have the channels for it. There we go. Garen, yeah, it is kind of like a tracker in the multi-step mode or like machine locking on the Electron devices. Okay, well, it's damn near 10 o'clock here. And we have to leave early tomorrow to make it to Terry in time to sleep again. See all of you at Knobcon. So, the chorus just went wild in your headphones? Oh, interesting. I got like nothing. I don't know. I'm monitoring straight out of my Audient Evo E4 or Evo 4. I'm using the Roland E4 going into the Evo 4 with the Woovebox. Yeah. All right. Yeah, any last questions or anything like that? I'm going to turn her off now. Save some battery. Play God with my voice a bit here. Make the pitch go down low. Yeah. I'm glad you all enjoyed. Oh, there is some weird. What is going on with my voice? There we go. All right, everybody. It's bedtime. Evo 4 for the Roland E4 before Knobcon. My sister-in-law is waving at the mic, at the camera, and a thumbs up and a middle finger, but I think that was directed at me. Yes, it was definitely directed at me. Terry, you have a surprise for my E4? Oh, no. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. That was fun. Glad we got it sorted after a little bit of mishaps. That's not how English works. Okay. Time for bed. Have a good night, everybody, and see you tomorrow. Free sleep. Well, no, I paid for the hotel. But actually, no, my patrons sent me on this trip, so my patrons paid for the hotel, so patron sleep. That probably doesn't sound great. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. See some of you tomorrow, and I actually have a video scheduled to come out on Friday. Kind of an interesting little one, but yeah. See you later, everybody.